Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 19 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the give, this is Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Garoppolo looks to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. On first down, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Down left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on some
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Throwing on third down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. Rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bears now ready to take over again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well.
because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up fourth. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First down. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Hill. Being chased out left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Play action. It's Hill. Rolling to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Hill. This is caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Muscles him off. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers, create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team, because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back close.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He finds his man, complete. That's Handsome. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Max got the first down and then some. And how about that for just running out the clock? And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the lock. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. But the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Now they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hill is going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Hill's throw here taken in by Isabella. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A couple of first downs, right?
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and... So Frank Reich had it right as his guys win the challenge. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Hill escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
2nd and 7. Play fake. Hill steps away. He finds his man, complete. That's Handsome. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. Hill now operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Off of play action. Hill sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy.
There he goes, left side. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Preston Williams, 84 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Steps away to his left. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Hill. He finds his man, complete. It's Hansen. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. He finds his man, complete. It's Hansen. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Hill throwing once more. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 19. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Hill. He finds his man, complete. That's Hansen. 7 yards, the pickup there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dante Hightower picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard. 2:10 on the clock. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. On 1st down, it's Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Hill. James has got it. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Hill on the move to his left. the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's Hill, dancing to his left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to Eskridge. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Able to slither by. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Spotlight turning back to Taysom Hill as he trots out with his offense. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Now Hill. He finds his man, complete. It's James. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Chicago, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home.